Loblaw posted an increase in its profit, earnings per share adjusted up 11% year over year. Some of that, though, was the reversal of a charge at the President's Choice Bank. We are joined by Richard Dufresne, CFO of the Loblaw companies. It's great to see you.
Great to be here, Andrew.
Actually, am I right in thinking that the growth in adjusted EPS, was that partly the reversal of the charge?
No, that's actually the adjusted number. Excluding that, it was more like 30% if you had it in. So.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm not off to a very good start. Anyway.
No worries.
So the stock down a little bit today, but of course it closed at a record high yesterday. Yes. Did you get any pushback from investors? People tell you why it might be down?
No, I think we're very much, I don't look at the stock market every day, but if you look at over the last few years, we've been growing quite steadily because we've been providing good value to our customers, and that's what we're focused on.
You have been under fire, though, for alleged price gouging.
Yeah, but we're always striving to provide the best value for our consumers, and if we can do that day in, day out, that's how we win. So that's what we strive to do.
You have such enormous market power. Let's face it. I mean, you own Shoppers, you bought T&T, the East Asian chain, not a while ago. So people look at that and they think, well, there must be excess profits there.
No, because you know what? I think that's somewhat misleading because when you look at today in Canada, yes, we have local competitors, but you look at Walmart and Costco. Today, they own 30% of the market. And you look at the market cap of Walmart today, it's close to $1 trillion. So, we're quite small from a global perspective, and that makes a difference.
Sorry, you are a big company, though.
For Canada, we are.
Yeah. So you really are going full bore on this move, or emphasizing or increasing your emphasis on what you call hard discount banners.
Yes, very much so. Canadians are looking more and more for value, and so therefore we want to provide them with value. And if you look at our history over the last 5+ years, we were opening 10 to 15 stores a year. This year we're going to be opening 50 stores, majority of which were going to be discount stores. And if you look at conversions, which we took a conventional supermarket, there's an additional 40 stores that are going to discount. So it's very much our strategy, and you're going to see us open more and more such stores in the future.
I'm thinking about the differences. You don't have a bakery, for example, or a full-service meat counter in one of your discount stores.
No, exactly. But we're much cheaper than a conventional supermarket, and customers, that's what they want. That's what they're looking for day in, day out.
Am I right in thinking that Shoppers Drug Mart is now about half of your total profits?
Yeah, Shoppers Drug Mart is close to half of our profits today, yes.
And how much of that is pharmacy and healthcare? Because you do have other
the best way to look at Shoppers, half of the business is pharmacy, and the other half is what we call front of store, which is HABA, OTC, beauty, which are good categories for Shoppers Drug Mart.
You did in the latest quarter, though, see some softness in those other non-pharma categories.
Yeah, front of store has been slower for the last few quarters because we made the decision to exit electronics, which are not products that are sort of well suited for Shoppers Drug Mart, and we don't make any margin. Plus, these products, they don't drive the basket. So we're hurting ourselves a bit from a sales perspective, but this is going to be short term because what we want to do is provide what our customers are seeking the most.
Yeah, I remember at the Shoppers across the road, they had a TV for sale.
Yes.
And I thought, that's a bit odd.
Exactly.
So you're getting rid of that.
We're getting rid of that. Yes.
Tell me about the model at Shoppers, because I'm an avid bargain hunter, and I notice, they're franchised, the Shoppers store, so I guess there's a certain amount of independence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But sorry.
No, yeah, the model is quite simple. We're there to provide convenience. We have Canada's most regarded loyalty program, which drive a lot of value for consumers, and that's what's been the recipe for the success of Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada for the last 10, 20 years.
How many people are in Optimum now, the loyalty program?
We're approaching 18 million members today. So, but the statistics we look most at is our weekly engaged users, and we're happy to say over the last 12 months we're up 500,000 more weekly active users in Loblaw as a whole. So it's something we're quite proud of and we focus on very much on.
And it's interesting because it gives you valuable information. I mean, that's the beauty of it.
But it keeps people more loyal. We want people to shop our whole network, and so it's a way to incentivize them to keep coming back to our store. So it's part of tools that we use to bring customers in and keep them coming.
You guys have publicly said we're okay if these real estate restrictions are dropped. Traditionally, a mall, you would sign a deal with a mall owner and there'd be an understanding they won't bring in a rival supermarket right next to you.
Yes.
But you as a company are okay if those rules are done away with?
Yes, like we always challenge status quo, and our market is already quite competitive. We feel we're doing our fair share of this market, and so we feel we can do away with those. And those are archaic, like they were more used by developers to bring tenants to their sites. Today, we feel that we don't need that to compete.
Do you think, would you ever go outside Canada?
Yes. I'm actually happy you asked that question. We're going to be opening our first supermarket in Seattle on December 5th.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so TNT, okay, TNT.
The Asian line,
the Asian grocery store is going to open the first store in Seattle, and we have 7 of those stores lined up for the West Coast of the U.S. over the next 2-3 years. So it's a first foray organically in the U.S. in a format that, in our opinion, resonates well beyond Canadian borders.
That's interesting. Yeah, there's a TNT supermarket just up the road there on College Street. Well, you opened that a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Yes.
So are you trying, these ones in Seattle, will they be urban stores or suburban?
Yes. Urban stores, and same concept, because we visited the U.S. and looked at the Asian offering in that market, and we felt that TNT actually has a better offer. And so we said, hey, we're going to try it. 7 stores is a pilot. It's not that complicated for us to do. And if it resonates with customers there, we may open more. So we'll see. So stay tuned.
Okay. You don't have any other stores outside Canada right now?
This is actually our first store, so it's a big deal for us.
Yeah. You must look at the deep discounters like Aldi and Lidl of Europe and think...
No, we look at them all the time.
Yeah, and you'll probably steal some of their tricks. Why not?
Well, like for us, like Canadians, they want the best prices. And in Canada, the flyer is very important. So Canada is probably one of the most high-low market in the world. So customers look at the flyer every week.
The most what market?
I call this high-low, i.e. you look at the price on the shelf versus the price on the flyer. That's a big difference. So we use flyers a lot in Canada, and that's something that's pretty unique. So you get deals in Canada that you don't get anywhere else because of that.
I've heard it's a battle of wits in the industry between you designing the flyer and then the astute shopper. I mean, they're looking for bargains, but you can't give them too much.
No, but that's why Canadians still today will, once a week, they'll put the flyers on the table or on their tablet and look at where they get the best deal and go shop there. So that's why we need to be sharp every week. In grocery, it's a weekly business. So you win and lose every week, and that's what you need to be sharp on.
Can I check one thing with an expert in supermarket retailing? I've read that one of the reasons the industry puts the fruits and vegetables near the entrance is because the customer will load their trolley up with that. Why not? But then they'll feel virtuous and they'll feel entitled to buy the less healthy items on the rest of the trip.
I don't agree with that. I'd say we want to put produce at the entrance of the store because it looks wow. There's nothing, there's nothing that to see like the yellow, the reds of the colors as you walk into the store makes a big difference. So if we can provide a good show for customers, it helps them buy produce, which is healthy for them.
Okay. One last thing. TNT, it's an East Asian store, a lot of Chinese, Japanese, Korean food. I've been known to visit it for the Korean snacks, I got to admit. Would you ever do something on the South Asian lines like that?
For now, no. Like we bought TNT 2009. It's done very well for us. And so we want to exploit that opportunity to its fullest. We see still lots of runway in Canada, but we have this foray in the US where we think we have something that might entice customers beyond Canada. So that's going to be our focus for now.